Hey everybody, Siri here. This video is going to be kind of quick. Well, first I'm going to talk about the football. Um, I can't even think of the Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich and Celtic were playing the other day. Yesterday? Wednesday? Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Um, in Glasgow. I think it's Glasgow. Definitely Scotland anyway. Um, I think it ended 2-1 to Bayern Munich. So Bayern Munich have got the advantage. Hopefully they win, I think, next week, which would then put them into the next round. I'm not sure who they'd end up playing if they win or when they win them. And of course, one of the goals was by Mr. Kane. Who else? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. There's no rugby on this weekend. The main thing this video is about is the final of The Masked Singer. So, it's hang on, I'm trying to think who was unmasked the other day. Can't remember who was unmasked last week. Oh yeah, Bush and Bay were unmasked. Bay was example, which they were guessing anyway. I wouldn't have got that. Bush was Natalie Cassidy. They kept mentioning Maisie, Maisie. Well, the one that was in EastEnders anyway, and the fact it was Natalie Cassidy, which was her. The one they were saying it was that this Maisie. I mean, Natalie Cassidy's character Sonia in EastEnders would have been her auntie. So I mean, they were close, but not close enough. Great family. Um, yeah, but I can't even remember who I thought it was. I can't remember the name of. It was a comedian, but I can't think of a comedian I was thinking of. I don't know, but it wasn't the person I thought it was anyway. Anyway, so the finalists are Jess Crab, Pufferfish, and Wolf. I haven't got the clues on you. Well, there's some clues, but not the actual clues that they were saying. But they've got like clues about fashion, traveling the world, and classic USA themed props like a US football helmet. Um, from the voice, when I first heard it, I was thinking I couldn't think of the singer's name until they mentioned it. But is that the soul singer? I can't even remember. Who wears the hat, but he's kind of got the thing around it. He wears like the thing like around his head, and then the hat on top. And it was confusing me because they mentioned two people. They said Billy Porter and Gregory Porter. The person I'm thinking of, I think, is Gregory Porter. Um, but other than that, I can't think who else it could be. Normally, I can, as it gets closer to the final, I'm like, they kind of give things away a bit more, and no, still hasn't. I mean, they probably will like tomorrow, but normally before now, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's definitely so and so. I think that is Gregory Porter. I mean, the suggestions they said on here is Gregory Porter, Billy Porter, or Jamie Foxx. But I think it's Gregory Porter. Wolf. Um, clues. Well, it says the clues tell us they're a lone wolf, but they once in a gang. So are they an artist who was in a band but also went solo? We've seen umbrellas and tartan as clues, so could this singer be Scottish? The judges have guessed all sorts of names, from Hugh Jackman, from The Great Showman, to David Tennant, Doctor Who, from Doctor Who, I should say. Actually, I said that completely wrong because I meant to say from Doctor Who's David, or David Who. Oh my god, or Doctor Who's David Tennant. God, trying to get that out of my mouth. But I ended up saying David Tennant from Doctor Who. That's what I meant. I don't think it's David Tennant. As much as every blooming year I watch it and I'm like, that's David Tennant. And it's been so convincing that it could have been David Tennant and then it ended up being something completely different. I mean, he's tallish. But I'm convinced, I don't know if it's too obvious, but I'm convinced it's, what's his name? Simon Le Bon. Because Wolf, Hungry Like the Wolf, when they did a thing where the song was a clue, it was Candyman or something to do with candy, bonbons, Simon Le Bon. So I think it's him, but I can't remember if it was Wolf as well. I was thinking, could it have been Marty Pellow? He was in a band. He left the band. He's Scottish. So as much as I want it to be David Tennant, I kind of hoping it is David Tennant, but I don't think it's David Tennant. But if it isn't David Tennant, I think it's gonna be Marty Pellow or Simon Le Bon. Although with a voice, I did think his name Tony Hadley, but I don't think it's Tony Hadley. Just once I thought it was Tony Hadley because of the voice. But with the clues, like I said, I think if it's not David Tennant, Simon Le Bon or Marty Pellow. Right, Pufferfish. Right, when it comes to clues, Pufferfish says the Brits hold a place in her heart. But being Italy fills me with glee. And there are Speedy Learner too. I didn't know about the Italy bit. I mean, I probably just overlooked that Italy bit before. But now they've said that, now I've seen that, I'm thinking, could it be who I think it is now? Right, so as soon as I heard Glee, I was thinking, there's somebody from Glee. Last time I mentioned Glee before, it ended up being Heather Morris in The Masked Dancer. So I am like, it has to be somebody from Glee. The voice, though, I'm like, is it? I just, they can sing, but I mean, obviously they disguise the voice a bit, so maybe it could be who I'm thinking, but it didn't sound like a, considering I've watched Glee and I couldn't hear that voice in it. Like I said, they disguised the voice, so who knows? But some of the guesses have been Rita Ora, Samantha Barks, who played Elsa in Frozen, and the Glee clue means it could be Glee star Lea Michele. That is who I think it is, even though it doesn't sound like her voice. But like I said, it could be disguised. I mean, Italy fills me with glee. She is part Italian or whatever. She's got Italian in her. I don't know about Speedy doing a bit. Rich holds a place in hearts. I mean, Glee was really popular over here, and the girls just want to have fun song that the person done. That was sang on Glee, not by Lea Michele, but by Corey Monteith. So I want it to be Lea Michele. I really do, because I have no idea who else it could be. Um, so Pufferfish, Lea Michele, Dress Crab, Gregory Porter, Wolf. If it's not David Tennant, who I really want it to be, although that would really annoy me because the amount of times I've said David Tennant in the past and it never has been. The one time I think definitely not him, and it ends up being him. But yeah, Wolf. If it's not David Tennant, it's either Simon Le Bon or Marty Pella. So let's see how that goes. Oh, at this time tomorrow, we'll know. Well, I mean, I'll know. Then I'll make a video of it whenever. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah, and talking about David Tennant, BAFTAs, there's nobody I want to watch, like, with the nominations, there's nobody in it like I'm like, oh, I want them to win, I want them to win, because Meryl Streep's not nominated, so. But if it wasn't for that, I mean, because of that, I wouldn't have watched it. But David Tennant's presented it, so I have to watch it because David Tennant's presented it. Same last year. So, God, if Meryl Streep had been nominated, Meryl and David in the same place, in the same building, probably literally in the same, like, they might be like next to each other on the thing. If Meryl might even be there, I don't know. Why would she be? I don't know. Yeah. So I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.